Alright, welcome back to another video. So in today's video I thought I would share with you a birthday book haul. Today is my birthday and I got quite a few books. I got 21 books in total, which is fun. I've got to still figure out where to put them, so after this video I'm going to be organising. But I have a stack here full and I am excited to show you all what I got. So first thing I got is the rest of the series. I can't remember what it's called, but I brought the first book in August, I believe, and when I went into the works I didn't have the rest, so I asked for them for my birthday, and I'm so happy that I got them because I didn't feel like I could start the first book without the rest, because obviously I want to be able to make sure I can move on to the next one if I feel like reading it straight away. That's just the kind of person I am. So we do have the second one, which is Second Right. Then we have the third one, which is Three Queens, and then the fourth book, which is For Eternity. So I'm very excited to actually dive into the series now. It is like a vampire series, and that's all I really know. Like it has something to do with vampires. I haven't really heard reviews about it specifically, but I have heard that people have enjoyed them, but that's all I know. Then we have a Christmas book, and that is An Unfortunate Christmas Murder. I also asked for this because it just sounded really interesting. It looked interesting, and weirdly enough I actually forgot what books I asked for. So I was actually going to start this last night and then decided against it because someone was telling me not to, and then when I opened it this morning I was like, how weird. I was literally about to start this last night, but I'm so glad that I didn't, because now like I can physically read it. Just going to get the audiobook, and luckily also never did that. But this one is, I think it's like a mystery thriller Christmas book. Obviously, Marjorie and Clementine Butcher Baker are dinner ladies at Superview Secondary School. Recently promoted to kitchen manager, Marjorie is determined to stay out of the way of the Christmas concert planning that has gripped the rest of the staff. However, when the stage lights collapse at the first practice, killer music teacher Mrs. Large, Marjorie and Clementine are caught in the crossfire. The head of drama, Miss Smith, is the prime suspect. She's desperate for the dinner lady detectives to clear her name. Mrs. Smith is convinced that it's sabotaged by her rival at Eton Val Secondary, but there's evidence that points to her own misdeeds. Can Marjorie and Clementine trust their friend? And when things start to heat up in the kitchen, will they make it out in time? Okay, that actually sounds really fun, and it just seems like a fun Christmassy read, and I can't wait to read it this month. I am planning on doing a reading Christmas books for 24 hours. I might even pick it up in that video. It says The Dinner Ladies Detectives. Like, that just sounds so fun and so different, and I'm very excited to get on into it. Okay, then we have Liar Liar. Now I know that this is a part of a series, like a very long series, but I do believe you can read them as standalone. If you know any different, please let me know. I think generally this is the fourth book, but like I said, I think you can read them as standalones. I don't know if they interconnect or anything. I will have to do a little bit more research before I start it, but I'm excited about this one. In the dead of night, three raging fires light up city sky. It's more than a tragic coincidence. For D.I., Helen and Grace, the flames announce the arrival of an evil she has never encountered before. Because this is no fire starter seeking sick thrills, but something more chilling, a series of carefully calculated acts of murder. But why were the victims chosen? What's driving the killer? And who will be next? Power keg of fear, suspicion and dread has been laid. Now all it needs is a spark to set it off. Okay, that does sound really good. It is longer than most thrillers, so that gives me hope. It's almost 500 pages. Wow, but the chapters do look really short, so it does look like a really quick read, and it's really floppy, and I love that. Yeah, I can't wait to get on into this, but like so I've got to do a bit more research, see if I can actually read it separately, if it will affect it or not. But I do believe a booktuber that I watch actually read this one first and then went back to the series, and pretty sure she said it didn't really matter too much, so I don't know. I'll have to do some research. And then we have Hello Stranger by Catherine Center. This one I'm so excited for because I read The Bodyguard, I want to say probably about 2 years ago now, and I loved it so much. And if I remember correctly, this is the second book on that, and I have heard great things about this one. I really enjoyed The Bodyguard, and most people have, but all the people that I know enjoyed The Bodyguard actually enjoyed this one more. Then I have heard some bad reviews about it. But it says, 1 minute she's celebrating placing as a finalist in the prestigious portrait painting competition. The next she's lying in a hospital bed diagnosed with a probably temporary condition known as face blindness. She can still see, but every face she looks at is now a jumbled puzzle of disconnected features. As she struggles to hang on to her artistic dream, work through major family issues and take care of her beloved dog Peanut, she falls in love, not with one man but two. The timing couldn't be worse. Making judgment calls on anything right now is a nightmare. If only her life were a little more in focus, Sadie might be able to have it all. Okay, say I was not expecting it to be about that. I didn't really know what it was about. That does sound really interesting and something different from what I normally read. I'm excited to give it a go. Then we have Fangirl Down by Tessa Bailey. Now, I'm a little bit nervous for this one, I'm not gonna lie, because Tessa Bailey is like a hit or miss author for me. I either love her books or like written one star type thing. But I do have high hopes for this one because I have been hearing a few good things about it. But it says Wells Whittaker was once Gold's hottest rising star, but lately all he has to show for his promising career is a killer hangover, a collection of broken clubs and one remaining supporter. No matter how bad he plays, the beautiful sunny redhead is always on the sidelines. Josephina believed in a gorgeous grumpy golfer even when he didn't believe in himself. After he throws in the towel, she begins to wonder if her faith was misplaced. Then a determined Wells shows up at her door with a wild proposal. Together spending days on the green and nights in neighbouring hotel rooms, sparks fly. Before long they're inseparable. Wells starts winning again and Josephine is surprised to find a sweet thoughtful guy underneath his gruff growly exterior. But Wells is technically her boss, and an athlete falling for his fangirl would be ridiculous, right? Okay, so this is like a sports romance and I'm going to guess like she's a fangirl of him, like a fan, and they end up like gaining this agreement. Grumpy Sunshine. It does sound like a fun one and it does sound like all the good tropes, so see, I am excited to give it a go. I did recently read the second book in the series, which I don't think it matters. I hope it doesn't because I've already done it, but I am excited to give this one a go. Then we have The Serial Killer's Sister. So this is the third book in the series. I'm not sure what the series is called, but last year I believe I brought the first two books, which is The Serial Killer's Wife and The Serial Killer's Daughter. I've read the first book. I liked it. I think I rated it 3 stars. I haven't yet read the second, but I am hoping to do it sometime next year along with this one, so I'm excited to give it a go. Maybe next year I'll also reread the first one because I don't really remember much details about it, even though I only read it recently. But I don't remember like much about it as like detail wise, and I don't know if they like interconnect or anything. So after a childhood in the care system, Anna Price has beaten the odds and built the perfect life for herself, complete with beautiful seaside home, devoted husband and a job she loves. Now a detective appears at Anna's door. Her estranged brother Henry is a wanted serial killer. The police need Anna's help to catch Henry before he strikes again. When an envelope turns up on her doorstep, Anna suddenly finds herself caught in a sick game, one that she remembers all too well from childhood, and that this time she must win at all costs. Okay, this one sounds very intriguing. It sounds like one that's going to grip my attention straight away, something that I'm not going to want to put down, which is obviously a read I want. Then we have The Boyfriend by Frida McFadden. Now Frida McFadden is, like I said, one of my favourite mystery thriller authors. They're just so quick to read and so like easy and gripping. So this is their newest release, I believe. I have been hearing good reviews about this one though. So it says Sydney Shaw, like every single woman in New York, has terrible luck with dating. She's seen it all: men who lie in their dating profiles, men who stick her with a dinner bill, and worst of all, men who can't shut up about their mothers. But finally she hits a jackpot. Her new boyfriend is utterly perfect. He's charming, handsome, and works as a doctor at a local hospital. Sydney is swept off her feet. Then a brutal murder of a young woman, the latest in a string of deaths across the coast, confounds police. The primary suspect, a mystery man who dates his victims before he kills them. Sydney should feel safe. After all, she's dating the man of her dreams, but she can't shake her own suspicions that the perfect man may not be as perfect as he seems, because someone is watching her every move, and if she doesn't get to the truth, she'll be the killer's next victim. Okay, that sounds fun. And definitely it sounds like a really quick read, so I'm excited to go into this one. This will probably be one of the first ones I'll read out of this stack specifically, because I am excited to read this one. This one has been on my TBR for a while as well. Well, since it's come out, before it even came out. So I'm excited to give it a go. Then we have Finding Eden by Mia Sheardon. So I actually bought the first 2 books, I believe, in August as well. And when I went to the works, they didn't have this one in stock. And now I have it and I'm so excited. I do believe this is the only one in the series I don't have. I could be wrong, but I do believe. So I didn't feel like I could start the series without having this one. So I wanted this one first, so now I can finally start the series. I'm not too sure what this one is about, but I'm not going to read it in case it's spoiler for any of the other books, but I am excited to give this one a go. Then we have The Night Before Christmas by Alex Pine. So I recently read the first book in the series and I rated it 3 stars, but it was good. This one's actually the 4th book in the series, but I'm excited to give it a go. And this cover, I actually love this cover so much. But it says, when 4 trail hunters go missing in the fells of Cumbria on Christmas Eve, the races on to find them before nightfall when the temperature plummets. After hours of searching, the first body is found, not frozen in the snow but brutally murdered, and bearing a warning: the real hunt has begun. As the snowstorm descends, 3 lives hang in the balance. Can the killer be caught before the trail goes cold? This one just sounds so fascinating, and I'm excited to get on into this hopefully this month. If not, and then it will have to wait until next year, but hopefully I can read it. I want to read the whole series this month, so I am excited to obviously give this a go because this one sounds really interesting. Then we have Let's Split Up by Bill Wood, and I haven't heard anyone talk about this book before, but the cover is stunning and it does sound interesting. I read the back when I opened it. It says, when a hot it couple, Brad and Shelley, are brutally murdered in a manor off the edge of town, a group of friends investigate. A theory spreads around town as fast as the fire on the day of the killings. The old ghoul who haunts the house after his own murder has finally taken revenge. As Cam, Jonesy, Amber and new girl Buffy search for clues, the rumour feels closer to a truth than they ever dared think possible. And as they enter the derelict building themselves, the idea of splitting up to find evidence will prove to be the best or the worst decision of all. So I love the fact that it doesn't give you like much information, but it does grip you. Also, these sprayed edges are stunning and very creative. I love it so much and I wasn't expecting it. I haven't had anyone talk about it, so if you've read it, please let me know what your thoughts were, as I would be intrigued, because like I said, I haven't had anyone talking about it or any reviews or anything, so I am kind of going into this one blind from other people's opinions currently. But yeah, if you read it, please let me know what you thought. Then we have Savor It, and this one I want to read because Sarah Crowley read it and it sounded really interesting. Plus I've read the co-op and Funny Feelings by this author, and I'm not sure when they release this book. This is a summer book, so I'll probably save it for summer. But it says Sage has lived in the coastal town of Spoons, Oregon her entire life. She's learned to love her small world, but when her 5-year relationship ends and her ex gets engaged, Sage needs a win. The Festival of Spoons, the town's annual summer competition, would be the perfect opportunity. She just needs a partner. Fisher was a hotshot chef in New York City until the loss of his sister left him numb, grieving, and responsible for his teenage niece Indy. But with his star and love of cooking gone, Fisher is sent to Spoons to consult on a restaurant opening. But when clashes with the townspeople and a kiss with his new neighbour Sage leads to rumours, a strategic alliance with said neighbour might just be the best way to turn things around. As that pact quickly turns into steamy rendezvous, emotional wounds begin to heal and the pair tries to savor every moment. Sage and Fisher start to realise that summer is racing by much faster than they would like. So this does sound like the perfect summery read, so I definitely will be saving this for summer. But also this cover is stunning. But yeah, I'm so excited for this one. This is where I'm probably going to try and speed things up because we still have a lot to go. Then we have The Guest, and I have heard good things about this author before, and so I'm excited. I don't think I've read a book from this author before, so I'm excited to like give them a go, as I have like great things. But it says, a marriage at breaking point. Iris and Gabriel have just arrived home from a make or break holiday, but a shock awaits them. One of their dearest friends, Laurie, is in their house, sleeping in their bed, wearing Iris's clothes, even rearranging the furniture. She has walked out of on her husband and their good friend here over his confession of an affair. Her friendship turned toxic. Iris and Gabriel want to be supportive, but as Laurie's mood becomes more unpredictable, her presence begins to unravel secrets in all their pasts until things reach breaking point. Okay, this one sounds good. Like I said about the other book, doesn't really give you much information, but grips you to the point where you want to read it. So I am excited to dive on into this one, and it shouldn't take me long because one, the font's big, and two, it's not that long. But yeah, I'm so excited to go. Oh yeah, the Prisoner is a book by this author as well. Okay, then we have one that I've never had before, but this is a book that my sister got me, and when she asked me what I wanted, I saw this cover and it intrigued me, and that is Just Playing House. I mean, look at that cover, it's stunning, but I haven't heard any reviews, I haven't heard anyone talking about it. I have never heard of this book before, but when I was looking on the works, it just looked interesting. Because Marley has waited years for the chance to be a private shopper for a major celebrity, finding out that her first big client is the guy she went to prom with, and was ghosted by. It seems like the universe is mocking her because now Nikhil is back in her life and more gorgeous than ever at the worst possible time. Marley's week away from life-saving surgery, and things are about to change in more ways than she can imagine. One, Nick is so eager to have her as his stylist that he's offering to stay in her home and take care of her while she recovers. Now Marley's about to learn that as one door closes, something, or rather someone else, will enter. if she's ready to let him in. So yeah, this one sounds so good. So it's like she needs a surgery and he offers to take care of her. It's like if you like the sick trope, I suppose it's like the same, and I'm excited to get on into it. Okay, then we have Twin Crowns, and this says two sisters, one crown. Princess Rose is the heir to the throne of Iana. Trained from birth to fear the witches that killed her parents, she will do anything to defend her kingdom. Stolen from the palace at birth, and Green Rock is the secret sister no one knows about. She plots to usurp the princess in order to protect the witches of Ortha who raised her. This one sounds really good, and I have heard good things about it. There's actually 2 more books in the series. Is this the book? No, it can't be. At first I thought this might have been the book that I heard has a love triangle in it, but I don't think it is. I'm thinking I'm mixing that up with something else, so I could be wrong. I'm not sure. It's better if I don't know that. Then we have Love Me Not. So this is also part of the series of Liar Liar, and again, I don't know what number it's meant to be or if you can read it by itself. It says a woman's body lies in the road. At first it looks like a tragic accident, but when Ellen Grace arrives on the scene, it's clear she's looking at a cold-blooded killing. But why would anyone target a much-loved wife and mother? Across town, a shopkeeper is killed while his customers are left unharmed. But what lies beyond the killer's choices? Who lives, who dies? Who's next? The clock is ticking. If Ellen can't solve the deadly puzzle, then more blood will be shed. But any mistake, it might be her own. Again, floppy. But yeah, I think this series might be about this specific detective and like her different cases. But like I said, I could be completely wrong about that, and I am going to do some more information, like more searching, and see if I can actually read it by itself before I actually get into it. Well, I'm waving this book so much. So yeah, I'll look, but obviously let me know if you know. I am excited to get on into this series, and as I have heard amazing things about it. Then we have Little White Lies by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I'm pretty sure I heard Rachel Catherine talk about this one. It made me want to read it. Plus I have read The Inheritance Games by Rachel Lynn Barnes, and I really enjoyed it, so I'm excited to read this one, because I do believe that this is Jennifer Lynn Barnes' debut novel. I could be wrong, but I do believe so. And I do also believe this is YA. But it says a family fortune. When Soy's a strange grandmother offers her share of the family fortune to participate in the Bronte season's instinct is to run a mile, a mystery to solve. But then Soy realizes her grandmother's deal might help solve the biggest mystery of her life, her father's identity. So she signs on the dotted line and braces herself for the year ahead. Town full of secrets. When Soy moves into the family estate, it's clear the truth about her father is just one of the shocking and dangerous secrets buried deep in this high society world. Okay, so it sounds really interesting. It sounds like she's trying to find information about her father and his identity. She's having to sign something with her grandmother. Interesting. Okay, we are on our last 3. So then we have another book that my sister got me, The Fake Wife. It does sound really interesting. Olive Anderson is dining alone at a hotel when a glamorous stranger joins her table pretending to be her wife. What starts out as a seductive game quickly turns dangerous. This fake wife clearly has her secrets, but Olive might just have more. The Fake Wife is an unbelievably shocking thriller that repeatedly pulls the rug out from under the reader's feet. Wait! Okay, this one sounds so much better than what I thought. I am intrigued. I kind of want to pick this up now. I mean, I can't, but this one sounds really good. It doesn't, like, again, it doesn't give you much detail, which I love. It just grips you from the beginning. Wow, from the synopsis. I, again, haven't heard anything about this book before. It just sounded interesting and looked interesting. And then another book that my sister got me. Oh, the other books is from my parents. Other book is from my sister is Kill for Me, Kill for You. And this is one that I saw Booktuber read. I can't remember what one though. It says, one dark evening in New York City, 2 strangers meet by choice. Over drinks, Amanda and Wendy realize they have so much in common. They both feel alone, they both drink alone, and they both desperately want revenge against the 2 men who destroyed their families. Okay, this one sounds really good. I am intrigued. See, I read mystery thrillers, but I don't read as much as I would like, just because I forget to pick them up. And I know that sounds crazy, but it's true. But I'm excited to give this one a go. I need to read more next year, honestly. And finally, we have This Could Be Us by Kennedy Ryan. I love the first book, and so I am excited to get into this one because I've heard a lot of people say that this one is better. So let me know if you've read it and what your thoughts were, as I am hoping to read this one sometime next year. Like I said, I have heard a lot of people say that this one is a better one, or like their favourite. But Kennedy Ryan, I've only read one, I've only read Before I Let Go. Kennedy Ryan's writing is amazing, and how she writes about certain topics is just so good. And most of the time Katie Ryan's stories are heartbreaking. Again, she just does it so well, so I am excited to get into this one. So that is my birthday book haul. Those are all the books that I got for my birthday. But yeah, I am excited to get to them all, and I'm so thankful that I have got them. Yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe and leave this emoji if you watched until the end, and I hope to see you all in my next video. Bye.